Welcome back to my channel. Have you ever worn a soft wool sweater and stopped to think, where did this come from? It feels warm, smooth, and high quality, but the story behind it is much deeper than it seems. Believe it or not, it all begins with a fluffy animal roaming open fields, sheep. There are over 1 billion sheep in the world today, and together, they produce millions of tons of wool every year. But this isn't some quick process. The road from a sheep's thick, messy fleece to your favorite hoodie involves farming, grooming, cleaning, spinning, and crafting, every step handled with care and skill. It's a process that blends old traditions with modern machines. In this video, we'll uncover every stage of this transformation, starting right at the farm and ending at your closet. So get ready. We're diving into the incredible world of wool production like you've never seen before. Sheep have been close to humans for thousands of years. People raise them not only for wool, but also for their milk and meat. What makes sheep truly unique is that their wool keeps growing non-stop, kind of like your hair, but faster. There was even a sheep named Shrek who hid in caves for 6 years. When they finally found him, he had grown over 60 pounds of wool, enough to make 20 full suits. That's why farmers need to shear them once a year. It keeps the sheep cool and prevents overheating or infections. On good farms, sheep get wide, grassy fields where they can roam freely. They also have sturdy shelters to stay safe during storms. Farmers feed them not just grass, but also grains and hay to make sure they stay strong and grow soft, thick fleece. This daily care plays a big role in the quality of the wool they produce. Spring brings new life to the farm, and nothing's more exciting than lambing season. Tiny lambs are born needing warmth, safety, and their mother's milk. Farmers make sure they stay in clean, dry spaces to avoid illness. Within hours, many lambs learn their mother's voice and stay close to her for comfort. Their bond grows fast. As days go by, their bodies get stronger and their wool begins to grow. It starts soft and thin, but by the time they're a few months old, it becomes thick enough to protect them from cold and rain. Before long, they're running in the fields with the older sheep, ready to grow the wool we'll one day wear. Healthy sheep make the best wool, so farmers spend a lot of time making sure their flock stays strong. Each sheep goes through regular health checks. Farmers look for signs of sickness, injuries, or skin problems. One important step is trimming the hooves. If the hooves grow too long, it can hurt the sheep or cause infections, especially when the ground is wet. Farmers also give vaccines to stop diseases from spreading. Parasites like flies can be a big problem too. That's why sheep are sprayed with safe treatments to keep pests away. All this care not only keeps the sheep comfortable, but also makes sure the wool stays clean and healthy, ready for the next steps in the wool-making journey. Shearing happens once a year, usually before summer starts. This helps keep sheep cool in hot weather and keeps their wool clean and useful. A skilled shearer gently removes the fleece using electric clippers, similar to large hair trimmers. It takes experience to do this quickly without hurting the sheep. Most shearers can finish each sheep in just a few minutes. One healthy sheep can grow around 8 kilograms of wool every year. That's enough to make several sweaters. After the fleece is removed, workers lay it out flat and carefully inspect it. They pick out dirt, twigs, and rough parts by hand. Only the cleanest, softest wool continues to the factory for cleaning and processing. Every step here matters because it sets the stage for quality clothing later on. When the raw wool arrives at the factory, it looks nothing like the soft, luxurious yarn you see in stores. It's tangled, greasy, and packed with dirt, sweat, and even bits of grass. That's because it comes straight off the alpaca, who've been roaming the highlands. So the first job is to clean it thoroughly. Workers load the wool into large tanks filled with warm water and a gentle soap. This special wash softens the fleece and lifts away all the natural oils, called lanolin, along with dust and debris stuck in the fibers. It's not rushed. Each soak takes time to ensure every strand is fresh and residue-free. After rinsing, the wool is dried in controlled conditions. This keeps the fibers intact, smooth, and fluffy. Then comes the sorting stage. Workers hand inspect every pile of fleece. They separate it by fiber length, texture, and softness. Longer, finer strands might be used for premium scarves or high-end suits. Shorter or thicker ones could become warm winter coats or even baby clothing. Nothing is wasted. Every fiber finds a purpose. To get the best texture, different kinds of wool are first blended together. Some types are soft, others are strong, and when mixed, they create the perfect balance for warmth and durability. After blending, the wool goes through carding. This step uses fine metal brushes to untangle and line up the fibers. The wool turns into soft, airy sheets that almost look like cotton candy. Then comes spinning. In this step, the fluffy wool is pulled, stretched, and twisted into long strands called yarn. These yarns can be made thin for things like shirts or thicker for warm sweaters and blankets. This process is key to turning raw fleece into something ready to wear. Once the wool has been spun into yarn, it's time to bring it to life with color. Some yarn is left in its soft, natural cream shade, while others are dyed in rich blues, deep reds, or warm earth tones, using special color baths. After drying, the yarn moves into the next phase, weaving or knitting. Machines or skilled hands turn the yarn into long sheets of fabric or cozy garments. But the work doesn't stop there. The wool is cleaned again, softened to feel smooth on your skin, and treated so it won't shrink when washed. Some fabrics are also made water-resistant or stain-repellent. Finally, the fabric is carefully cut into patterns and stitched together, ready to become sweaters, scarves, and coats that keep you warm in style. And that's the full journey, from a sheep grazing in the field to the cozy clothes in your closet. Behind every wool product lies months of care, precision, and hard work by farmers, processors, and designers. So the next time you wear a warm wool sweater, remember, it's not just fashion, it's a story woven by nature and people together. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video if you learned something new.